Hello everybody, my name is Askar Khan, and in this lesson we will be learning about adding and subtracting fractions. We will also be learning about multiplication and division of two fractions. So I'm the founder of Wisdom Outlined Coaching. You can contact me for math lessons in the description given below. Thank you for watching this video in advance. So let's dive into the lesson. This lesson is about fractions, adding and subtracting fractions, multiplying and dividing fractions. Let's try to add these two fractions. Remember, whenever you want to add two fractions or subtract two fractions, you can do so only if the denominators are same. If the denominators are not same, then you must make them same, make them equal by finding the LCM of the denominators, the least common multiple of the denominators. So in this case, are the denominators equal? No. So the denominator over here is 4 and the denominator over here is 5. So we have to make the denominators equal. What is the LCM of 4 and 5? It's 20. So now we can proceed. 3 over 4 plus 2 over 5. I can multiply this fraction by 5 and this fraction by 4. Now let's see what happens. This becomes 15 over 20. So it becomes 15 over 20 plus this becomes 8 over 20. 8 over 20. Now are the denominators the same? Since the denominators are same, I can add the numerators. So let's add them. 15 plus 8 is equal to 23 divided by the denominator as it is 20. We can write this improper fraction as a mixed fraction. How do you do that? In case if you have forgotten, 20 and 23 divided by 20. 21 times is 20. You subtract and the remainder is 3. So how do we write it as a mixed fraction? The quotient is 1, the remainder is 3 and the denominator is 20. So the answer of 3 over 4 plus 2 over 5 is 1, 3 over 20. So this is how you add two fractions or you subtract two fractions by making the denominators equal. Let's try this. 2 3 over 8 minus 1 5 over 12. How are you going to subtract these two fractions? Since these fractions are mixed numbers, we will first change them into improper fractions. And how do we change a mixed fraction into an improper fraction? We do it this way. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 3 is 19. So the fraction becomes 19 over 8. Can you try the second one? 12 times 1 is 12 plus 5 is 17. So the second fraction has become 17 over 12. Now the question is, are the denominators equal? No. So we have to make them equal. And how do we make the denominators equal? By finding the least common multiple of these denominators, 8 and 12. What is the least common multiple of 8 and 12? 24. So I can multiply this fraction by 3 in order to get the denominator as 24, and I can multiply this fraction by 2 in order to get the denominator as 24. So our new fraction now is 19 times 3 is how much? 57. So it's 57 over 24 minus 17 times 2 is how much? 24 over 24. Oh, sorry, this is 34, not 24. Make a correction. It's 34. Now, are the denominators same? Yes. Now we can subtract the numerators. 57 minus 34 is 23. So 23 over 24 is the result. Great going. Let's try a few more. Let's try this. 2 over 5 times 6 over 7. Now this is a multiplication of two fractions. How do you multiply two fractions? You simply multiply the numerators and then you simply multiply the denominators. So in this case, it's going to be 6 times 2 is 12 divided by 7 times 5 is 35. You can't simplify this fraction further. So that is your answer. Great. Let's try this. 2 over 5 divided by 6. Now first step, change the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. How do we do that? 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. So the improper fraction is 12 over 5 divided by 6. Can I write it as 6 over 1? I can, because if there's no denominator, it's understood that the denominator is 1. Now, how do we divide two fractions? Here is the method. First, keep the first fraction as it is. Then, change the division sign into multiplication. And then, flip the second fraction. Take the reciprocal. It becomes 6 over 1 becomes 1 over 6. Now this is a multiplication of two fractions. Is there anything in the numerator and the denominator that can be simplified? Look at this. 12 is in the numerator and 6 is in the denominator. They can be simplified. 6 1 times is 6. 6 2 times is 12. Now we can't further simplify this. So we simply multiply the numerators and we multiply the denominators. So 2 times 1 is 2 divided by 5 times 1 is 5. So the answer is 2 over 5. This is how you divide two fractions. Let's try this. 3 over 4 minus 2 over 3 divided by 3 over 4. So which is the first thing that you will do? The first part you will do is you will enter the parenthesis, the brackets, and you will deal with what is within the brackets first. So we will first subtract 3 over 4 minus 2 over 3. And we learned how to subtract two fractions. We need to have the denominators equal. Are the denominators equal? No. How do we make them equal? We take the LCM of 4 and 3. What is the LCM of 4 and 3? The least common multiple? It's 12. So now we can proceed. 3 over 4 minus 2 over 3. Let's deal with this. In order to make the denominator 12, I can multiply this fraction with 3 and I can multiply this fraction with 4. And of course, the whole thing is divided by 3 over 4. Now, how will the new fraction look like? It's going to be 9 over 12. 9 over 12 minus 8 over 12 divided by 3 over 4. Now are the denominators same? So I can easily subtract the numerators. 9 minus 8 is 1. So this fraction now is going to become, this is going to be 1 over 12 divided by 3 over 4. So far we have dealt with the subtraction. Now, how do we divide two fractions? We also learned division of fractions. Keep the first fraction as it is. Change the division sign to multiplication. Then flip the second fraction. It's going to become 4 over 3. Is there anything in the numerator and denominator that can be simplified? Yes. So now we can do this. 4 1 times is 4. 4 3 times is 12. There's nothing we can simplify further. So now we simply multiply the numerators. 1 times 1 is 1 divided by 3 times 3 is 9. That is the answer. So this is how you deal with addition of fractions, subtraction of fractions, multiplication of fractions, and division of fractions. Hope this lesson has helped you to understand the basic concepts of fractions. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, Prince Wisdom Outlined. And my name is Askar Khan.